The most devitalizing and demoralizing of pleasures is the sex pleasure. Sensual enjoyment is attended with various defects. It is attended with various sorts of sins, pains, weaknesses, attachments, slave mentality, weak will, severe exertion and struggle, craving, and mental restlessness. Worldly persons never come to their proper senses, although they get severe knocks, kicks, and blows from different corners. The strolling street dog never stops from visiting the houses, even though it is pelted with stones every time. Eminent doctors of the West say that various kinds of diseases arise from the loss of semen, particularly in young age. There appear boils on the body, acne or eruptions on the face, blue lines around the eyes, absence of beard, sunken eyes, pale face with anemia, loss of memory, loss of eyesight, short-sightedness, discharge of semen along with urine, enlargement of the testes, pain in the testes, debility, drowsiness, laziness, gloominess, palpitation of the heart, etc. Mark carefully the evil after-effects that follow the loss of seminal energy. Persons are physically, mentally, and morally debilitated by wasting the seminal power on so many occasions for nothing. The body and the mind refuse to work energetically. There is physical and mental lethargy. You experience much exhaustion and weakness. You will have to take recourse to drinking milk, to eating fruits and aphrodisiac confections, to make good the loss of energy. Remember that these things can never repair the loss completely. Once lost is lost forever. You will have to drag on a dreary, cheerless existence. Bodily and mental strength gets diminished day by day. Those who have lost much of their virya become very irritable. Little things upset their minds. Those who have not observed the vow of celibacy become the slaves of anger, jealousy, laziness, and fear. If you have not got your senses under control, you venture to do foolish acts, which even children will not dare to do. He who has wasted the vital energy becomes easily irritable, loses his balance of mind, and gets into a state of explosive fury for trifling things. When a man becomes furious, he behaves improperly. He does not know what he is exactly doing as he loses his power of reasoning and discrimination. He will do anything he likes. He will insult even his parents, guru, and respectable persons. It behooves, therefore, that the aspirant who is trying to develop good behavior must preserve the vital energy. Preservation of this divine energy leads to the attainment of strong willpower, good behavior, spiritual exaltation, and asrayas or moksha eventually. Excessive sexual intercourse drains the energy enormously. Young men do not realize the value of the vital fluid. They waste this dynamic energy by immoderate copulation. Their nerves are tickled much. They become intoxicated. What a serious blunder they commit. It is a crime that demands capital punishment. They are slayers of Atman. When this energy is once wasted, it can never be recouped by any other means. It is the most powerful energy in the world. One sexual act shatters completely the brain and the nervous system. People foolishly imagine that they can recover the lost energy by taking milk, almonds, and makaradvaja. This is a mistake. You must try your level best to preserve every drop although you are a married man. Self-realization is the goal. The energy that is wasted during one sexual intercourse is tantamount to the energy that is spent in physical labor for 10 days or the energy that is utilized in mental work for 3 days. Mark how precious is the vital fluid, semen. Do not waste this energy. Preserve it with great care. You will have wonderful vitality. When virya is not used, it is all transmuted into ojas, sakti or spiritual energy and stored up in the brain. Western doctors know little of this salient point. Most of your ailments are due to excessive seminal wastage. The energy that is wasted during one sexual intercourse is tantamount to the energy that is spent in physical labor for 10 days or the energy that is utilized in mental work for 3 days. Mark how precious is the vital fluid, semen. Do not waste this energy. Preserve it with great care. You will have wonderful vitality. When virya is not used, it is all transmuted into ojas. People talk of Bhramacharya, but practical men are rare indeed. A life of continence is really beset with difficulties, but the path becomes smooth for a man of iron determination, patience, and perseverance. We want real, practical men in the field, men who are practical, Brahmacharis, men who can impress people by their strong physique, ideal lives, noble character, and spiritual strength. Mere idle talk is of no use whatsoever. We have had enough of idle talkers in the field and on the platforms. Let some practical men come forward and lead the youngsters by their exemplary lives and spiritual aura. Let me remind you once more, example is better than precept. The average life of mankind has shrunk to 40 years as against the natural 100 years. Every well-wisher of the country must think over this most disgraceful and disastrous state of affairs very carefully and apply the proper remedies in time.